Here is my take on the famous banh mi sandwich. It's low in calories, high in protein, and still tastes pretty good. First up, the sandwich bread. During my testing, I tried different kinds of baguettes, ranging from a more rustic version to a ciabatta style one, but honestly, the best banh mi for me personally is made with a regular French bread. The other types kind of overpowered the taste of the banh mi, and French baguette is also the most convenient choice. It's available in most places. For one serving, I recommend cutting a 20cm or 8-inch piece from the baguette. That's a good portion size. Now, a 20cm piece weighs around 140 to 150 grams and comes in about 375 calories. That's quite a bit, so here's what you can do to reduce the calories. Cut the baguette in half, open it up, and use a spoon to scrape out all of the soft inner part of the bread. Especially with French baguettes, there's a lot to remove. Doing this achieves two things. First, it creates more space to add meat and vegetables, and second, it reduces the weight and thus calories by almost half. This simple step saves over 100 calories while still keeping the chewy texture of the baguette, which is the main reason we all love bread. To me, that's a win-win. Next are the pickles, and the traditional version uses carrots and a vegetable called daikon. I can't find it here, so I'm using carrots and radish instead. And making pickles is super simple. First, peel a couple of carrots, cut off the ends, and slice them into thin planks. Personally, I have the carrots first, then cut thicker planks, stack them, and slice them into 0.5 cm or 1/4 inch thin strips. Do the same with all the carrots and place them in a mason jar. You can use separate jars for each vegetable to stay flexible, but I combined both in one jar because they taste great together. For the radishes, do the same. Cut off the ends, slice them into thick rounds, and then into thin planks, and then add them to the same jar. To make a super basic pickle, you need just 3 ingredients. In a pot, add 200 grams of white vinegar, and then the same amount of water, so 200 grams as well, and a strong pinch of salt. Then bring this to a boil over high heat, and as soon as it starts to simmer, just give it a stir so the salt can dissolve, and that's it. This only takes 2 minutes. You only have to wait until it starts simmering, and then you can remove it from the heat and then pour the hot liquid directly into the mason jar until all of the vegetables are covered. Give it a stir, let it cool down, and there you have it, your homemade pickles. These last in the fridge for at least a week or 2 and taste great in stir fries or over salads. Next is the sauce. I decided to make a sweet and spicy sauce that's super easy to make. Start with 20 grams of light mayonnaise. If you cannot find light mayo, you can use cream cheese instead. Fat-free would be best, but light cream cheese works too. It only has 30 extra calories per 100 grams. Then add 10 grams of sriracha for some heat, and optionally 10 grams of hoisin sauce. Hoisin is a sweet soy-based sauce with a honey-like texture that adds umami flavor to the sauce. This tastes really good. Mix it all together and you've got a fantastic base for the sandwich, which also works great in stir fries. Lastly, the protein sauce. For one sandwich, you will need one chicken breast that weighs around 160 to 200 grams. Slice it thinly and then cut the slices in half. Smaller pieces result in a much better sandwich experience. To season this, I simply made the teriyaki sauce. To make it, mix 20 grams of soy sauce, 10 grams of honey, 10 grams of rice vinegar, and a tiny little bit of cornstarch. This will thicken up the sauce and turn it into the syrup-like consistency. Heat up a pan over medium-high heat, add 1 teaspoon or 3 grams of oil and cook the chicken. Spread it out so as much meat as possible contacts the pan for maximum browning, and then add black pepper and a few shakes of garlic powder. No salt needed here since soy sauce is already salty. Cook for 1 minute, then flip the meat and cook for 1 more minute. Keep in mind this is super thinly sliced, so don't overcook it. After 2 minutes in total, add the sauce and give it a stir. You will see that the cornstarch will thicken the sauce almost instantly, and after 20 to 30 seconds, remove the pan from the heat. So, to assemble the sandwich, spread the sauce in the bottom half of the bread. This will cover 1/2 pretty much exactly. Add all of the cooked chicken as the second layer, followed up by the pickles. Radish and carrots are low in calories, so add as much as you like. I think about 100 to 150 grams is good. Finally, top it all off with a bunch of fresh cilantro, and your beautiful sandwich is ready. I'm telling you, this tastes so incredibly good. I love it. The entire sandwich comes in at 568 calories, 66 grams of carbs, 12 grams of fat, and 44 grams of protein. I made a cookbook that helped me lose a ton of weight, and I think it will do the exact same for you. Over 10,000 people already bought the book. Buy it once and get every recipe update for free. The link is in the description. Also, I just released a super sharp nakiri style knife made out of German steel with an incredible grip. The link is in the description as well.